Welcome back to the Buffalo Happy Hour. We are here with a Wednesday whiskey review. We didn't do one last week, Mike.
No, we did not. We had a tasting instead for our 2-year 104th weekly episode. So instead of getting absolutely obliterated, we decided to skip a week.
People were kind of upset that we missed it.
Well.
I think that's the first one that we didn't actually upload, right? Because at the time, before the 104th, well, actually, like before the 80th, we were doing the weekly episodes within the episode.
Yeah, right.
Which we got a lot of good feedback about us taking that out.
Yes.
But I don't think that we've missed a Wednesday whiskey review up until people thought that we missed one last Wednesday.
Yeah, and in actuality, we didn't miss it. We just didn't record one because of the fact that we were doing a flight and it was a lot of fluids within a 1 hour time span. So we
without water.
Without water, yes. We were being responsible, which is what's really one of our taglines.
Right.
So if you don't like it, I don't know, I guess deal with it.
Yeah.
So,
well, speaking of without water, there's really not much in this one.
No. This is going to be pretty interesting. Yeah. We have Aberlour cask strength Scotch, and it's a Highland Scotch, and it is...
Speyside.
No, it's Highland.
Well, it's Speyside. Speyside, the region of Highland.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, whatever. The ABV is specifically 59.9, but I'm going to round up and say 60% ABV, which is what proof?
120.
120 proof.
So
Math.
this is pretty up there.
Yeah, so it's extremely dark, as I hope the camera picks up. I'm sure it does.
Which it will once we compare it to this, I think, right?
I hope,
Hopefully
yeah.
it picks that up.
So we also have another Aberlour, and this one is their... Which?
Their double
year?
cask matured, 12 year.
Okay.
So I'm trying to turn it around so you guys can see more instead of just the label. But, I mean, to us, it's a notable difference. Yeah. I mean, you think this is 120 proof, the one that we're drinking right now. The one that we've already had, this double cask matured, is what, 80? Yeah, 80 proof. So if you ever wanted to know the effects that water adds to whiskey, just take a look at this. I mean, it's aged in different casks. I get it. This one that we're going to be tasting today is a Spanish Oloroso sherry cask, and this one that we've already done is just a double matured in American oak cask. So that does have a play in it, but still, you're bringing something down out of the barrel from 120 proof down to 80. The water that you're adding to that is going to definitely lighten up the color.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. So... we're going to dive in to our normal rating. If you are new, welcome. We discuss label branding, nose, initial taste, ending notes, and our final rating, which incorporates our very unique grading scale.
Yeah, which no one still understands. I don't even understand, really.
No, it's been 2 years. Everything's fine. So let's dive into this. Label branding.
A++. You have to, when it comes to Scotch... If you are a Scotch manufacturer and you're not putting it in a box or some sort of packaging, you're doing it wrong. I don't understand why you would not do it that way. It's just stupid to me. This comes in a beautiful package. Contrary to the other one that we reviewed, the other one that we reviewed, the liquid was very light and the packaging was very dark. For this one, the packaging is very light and the liquid is very dark, which I do like. I like that contrast.
It
kind of goes with their label too, both of that beige, tan, worn look. It's not like a wanted poster, but it's more of a cardboard look, I guess. But they made it look fancy.
Yeah.
It actually does look like cardboard.
It does. Now, question for you.
Yes, answer for you.
I think I'm jumping the gun. What I think I did there mentally was I put the cart before the horse. So
you always got to put it after the horse. It's a rookie mistake. So Aberlour, this is actually called Obunad. I don't know. Is that what it's called?
Let's just keep rolling.
A''Bunadh. I don't really know Gaelic, but it is Gaelic for of the origin. It is matured exclusively in Oloroso sherry butts. It is a natural cask strength malt whiskey produced without the use of modern chill filtering methods or the addition of water. As Aberlour Obunadh is released in small batches, the flavor may vary slightly from one bottle to another because this is a small batch product.
So let's dive into the nose and see what we got out of this one.
We got the wax up here too. Struggled to get that out for some reason. We got the wax up here too. I like that. How did you open this?
I just rotated. I grabbed it like a man, rotated it, and broke the seal.
Was it difficult to do or no?
No, not really.
Okay. Well, will a normal person be able to do it? Not saying that you're not normal, but
Yeah, a normal person should be able to do it. If
or
not,
should they grab a
then
knife?
they shouldn't be drinking scotch.
Nailed it. Okay, so A++.
A++, I agree. Wood cork as well. Keynote.
Av.
Av.
All right, nose.
Nose. So because it's basically sitting in a cask and chilling for a while, I'm assuming it's going to be a little different than what we're used to. Yeah?
I don't know if my glass was cleaned correctly.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm kind of getting like some weird water like note, like awkward West Seneca water.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, this smells so much better than my glass. Smell my glass. It doesn't smell good. It smells like, right?
Well, now what?
Is that what you're picking up too?
Dude, mine smells so different than yours. Smell mine.
That's what I'm saying.
Smell this.
Make sure your glasses are clean, folks. Hopefully it tastes still good and I don't get like botulism or something. It's not the right thing. Yeah, yours is different than mine. So I'm getting mildew. I am also, no, I'm just kidding. So you handle the nose. Hopefully mine tastes fine.
Okay, you kind of smell like, do you ever go to the fossil store and buy a new wallet and open it and then you get punched in the mouth
Ooh,
with
I like
leather?
that call.
That's what you get.
I like that call a lot.
There's definite cherry I'm picking up,
Yeah.
which makes a ton of sense because of,
The Oloroso sherry, guys.
yeah, literally what you read. But those are the initial two notes you're getting on
I'm
the
kind of
nose.
getting out of the bottle and out of yours, kind of like a light tobacco cigar too.
Yeah, a little bit. Here, take
This is
another,
interesting to me.
take another sniff.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I'm not getting a ton of fruit outside of that, like dark cherry, and maybe a dark plum.
Yeah, I'm just getting the cherry. But I've never had a dark plum. I don't really smell plums either. I just kind of crush them.
Do you smell plums? Like,
No, yeah,
they're
no.
not super fragrant unless
Yeah.
they start going bad and turning into prunes, right? Prunes are plums.
Oh, I
Dried
don't
out
know.
plums?
Every time I hear the word prune, I think of a senior citizen. All right. So nose, I'm gonna go A+ on this.
I'm gonna go A+ too, despite the mildew. I like this a lot. Yeah, it's intricate, and it's different from what I've ever smelled before. Like this isn't a common smell.
No, not at all. And I'm gonna put leather and cherry on the nose as well for future reference when we go back. On the initial taste, you're gonna taste mine to see if it's any different, and then just swap glasses.
Have you ever tasted the end of a sponge? No, I'm just kidding. This tastes fine. This tastes fine.
It tastes fine.
Yeah.
Just smells weird.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to taste mine? I mean, how do you know if it tastes fine?
It's true. It's a good point.
Tastes the same? Great. All right. All right, everybody. We're going to be in the studio for the next 2.5 weeks due to quarantine. Take care. No, I like you. Obviously, there's cherry. The tobacco I get in the initial taste. I wasn't picking up a ton of it on the nose, but you do get it in the initial taste. When you exhale a cigar, that lingering note that kind of sits in your sinus cavity, that's like enjoyable. It's not miserable if you're smoking a cigar correctly. If not, then you should probably, I don't know, think about it.
Figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. Then that's kind of what I'm getting. So tobacco, cherry,
You know what I like too?
and there's like no peat, dude.
No, it's not. It's space side. They don't use peat really that much. It's more of like a woody peat rather than a fungus peat. But what I like about this particular bottle in comparison to the 12-year that we've tried, the 12-year was very sugary, as we noted, and very high, like ripe, bright fruit, like a peach and a pear.
Yeah.
This doesn't include the peach and the pear. It goes dark fruit, but it still maintains that sugar, which is very delicious to me. It makes you salivate like crazy. I don't know if I've salivated this much for a whiskey. This is very good. Maybe this is just my palate.
I'm writing all the things down. So dark fruit, sugar, cherry, and tobacco.
Yeah.
So that's our initial taste rating. I'm going to go A++. I really like this a lot. And I had no idea what to expect. The issue is that I like it too much. It's 120 proof.
This is bad.
It's going to get real
This is
wild.
dangerous.
So 32 minutes into our episode, check us out because we're going to be all over the place. A++?
All right, ending note. For me, I'm getting the lingering sugar. I am getting the like wood sugar ending to it. The cherry is still lingering there. Kind of like, this is gonna sound like it's not good, but it is actually tasteful. I just don't know how to describe it. But like a flat Dr. Pepper on the back end, where it's that like oaky cherry kind of lingering ripe cherry note.
Yeah, that's a good call.
But it's good though. Like flat Dr. Pepper doesn't taste good, but it's good to me.
Well, yeah, because this is getting you drunk.
Yeah, true. Good point.
I agree. And then the sugar is like really lasting a long time on the ending note. A+?
Yeah, A+. A check mark.
A+ or a check mark?
A check mark.
A check mark.
The initial taste is very good. The ending note just kind of like lets you want more of the initial taste, which isn't a bad thing. But like, there's nothing dynamic on the ending note that
sugar and what else did you say? Yeah, I'm with you.
Dr. Pepper, like cherry, like the lingering cherry, ripe cherry aspect. Or like, have you ever had a cherry and like you sucked on the pit for a while? Like you just kept it in your mouth?
Can't say I've done that, Derek.
Really?
Yep. Nope.
What do you do with the pit then? You just spit it
I
out?
immediately get it out of my mouth.
Have you ever gone cherry picking?
Yeah.
You're so good.
Once I held like 30 pits in my mouth and then machine gunned them out of my mouth at my sister.
So you've held a pit in your mouth for a while, or else you didn't just throw 30 in there for a second and then just...
Well, I didn't store them separately and then reload because it's disgusting.
Reload.
But I didn't sit there and like, I don't know, do things to the pit. I can't even say the word.
We're
moving on. Final rating. Derek, give me that countdown.
3, 2, 1. 95.
94.5.
I like this. This is good. This is real good. Like, kind of fantastic.
Yum. So
I love this journey for us. It's delicious. It has a good nose to it once you get past the mildew. It has a very good nose to it. The initial taste is very pleasant and lets you know that you're drinking something that was coming out of an Oloroso sherry cask, but it doesn't carry a high proof note at all.
No.
I wouldn't know that this is 120 proof if I didn't look at it.
It's going to sneak up on us. Yeah. I'm calling it now. So we'll dive into the weekly episode. Thank everybody for checking in on this Wednesday Whiskey Review. We will be back next week for another wild ride. And stay frosty, friends.
Oh, yeah. So if you do pick up this bottle, it's about $89, I think, online. So if you do pick up this bottle, please remember to drink responsibly, be a good person, and Michael,
do not litter.